Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is David, this is David K Reacts, and here on this channel I ramble with articulation, I hope, about a variety of different musical, video and audio elements of the videos that I watch. And today I am continuing Reactor Month. This is not quite the same as my regular theme months where I react to 2 videos a week. I don't quite have the time to do that right now, but this was an idea I'd had for a while and I wanted to enact it. And so this month I am reacting solely to content that has been made by other reactors. I'm very fortunate to be in a community of people here that is exceptionally talented in a variety of ways, and several of them actually do put out content, and so I'm checking that out this month. And today we're going to be looking at Mortius's song Dreamscape. This is the second of 3 songs on his Rediscovery EP. I had a chat with him about which song to cover, because obviously this isn't the start of it, but he said for a solo reaction the first song might be a little bit heavy, and therefore he thought this would be a good one for me to cover as a single song. Unfortunately, I don't quite have the recording time at the moment to put out the full EP. So I'm doing this one instead. Or not instead, I'm doing a part of it. So yeah, I'm really excited. I have no idea quite what to expect. I've heard Mortius sing before, both in you know, when he's demonstrating stuff on his channel, but also he was also a part of the voice play project Just Sing tribute that we put together for voice play, and so I had him singing there. I mixed him into the mix and edited his video and all that sort of stuff. So I've had the pleasure of hearing him sing before, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he does with his own work. This is going to be very, very cool. I love this Reactor Month thing because I know these people do this stuff, but precisely because I thought I might do something like this at some point, I've been steering away. Wow, I can't talk tonight. Steering away from listening to any of it in case I did precisely this. So I'm glad I finally get to pay that decision off now. I don't have much more to say because I don't really know what I'm getting into with this, so I'm just going to say welcome back to my channel. Welcome if this is your first time here. If it is, the way I work is I'm going to watch this through from beginning to end, and I'm going to comment and emote over the top of that, and then I will go back and watch it a second time, this time pausing, interrupting, and offering what commentary and analysis I feel I can. If you're just here for the reaction, the first quarter or so of the video would be good for you. Also, please do check the description down below for a link to Mortius's channel and the original of this video, and that will be down there for you to check out. Go and support him. He is also a phenomenal reactor. I've watched a lot of his reactions over time, and he, along with Jen Glatsofer, who I covered a song of hers last week, they were 2 of the first reactors I ever came across when I understood that this was a thing. And so, yeah, very grateful to them for sort of bringing me into this community, even passively. Please do like the video, hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, and if you would care to support the channel, you can do so at buymeacoffee.com/DavidKReacts, at patreon.com/DavidKReacts, or by leaving a super thanks here on YouTube. And any of those, of course, very gratefully appreciated if you choose to do them. I think that's about all I have to say, so without any further delay, we're going to jump in and check out Mortius's original song, Dreamscape. Right, this is a lyric video. Oh, I remember that mindset. Got a passion, got a fire, gonna do what I can do. Oh, I like that. I'm gonna rattle the stars and the world will know me too. With all my dreams, I got something to believe in. I'm looking past all the possible mistakes. I'm just a kid, but I'm brighter than I seem. And now I'm looking to the future and the world feels like a dreamscape. Ooh, interesting. I love the style of the video in the background too. A nice pulse as we move into the next phase of the song too, this percussion. Nice drop back. That's a really good, with that lyric, good timing. Oh, good line. Excellent lyric writing. Ooh. Oh, lovely tone going up there, Mortius. Finding new dreams worth getting lost in. Not yet a garden, but the seeds are sown. Mourn the you he took away. Celebrate who's here today. To make a world a little less alone. Life is never the same, but that doesn't make it wrong. The kind of wail in the guitar. One day at a time. Oh no, it's strings. I misheard that. Till the day that we sit down and turn into a song. And now I'm gonna scream it till the whole world sings along. 'Cause now my dreams are muddled by that demon. One of Mortius's favorite things to do in music, or to hear in music. Oh, I love these chords on Dreamscape every time. That's a really good song, dude. Good job. There's some lyrics spitting some real truth in there. I feel I assume this is written from personal experience, and I'm sorry that you went through some of that, but it sounds like this is maybe that's the deal with the whole name of the EP is this rediscovery of yourself, and that's a good place to be, and I hope that everything's much more on the up. This is really good. Bear with me for 1 second. I'm just going to check the description, see what information is down there, and I'll be right back. Okay, so song written by Mortius, JP, Warner, and Teagan Earley, and then Warner did the production for it as well. And also, I noticed, thank you, Mortius, for crediting the person who did your lyric video, which is Musical Wind on Fiverr. Credit to them as well, because this is such a striking style, and I think it actually really suits the vibe of the song that you put forward here. This is excellent. I think the tone of Mortius's voice is really good at conveying the sort of stages of emotional development that this song encapsulates. There's a big arc that is gone through here, from that beginning point that I was saying I relate to so much of, I'm just going to come out of the house and I'm going to be invincible and everything's going to go my way. I had that same thought, and life has a tendency to kick you in the teeth pretty quick when you think like that. My scenario is different to this, but I sympathize with the loss of that fervor and that belief as well. And I think that the vocal tone throughout, and the way that the melody has been written to work with what's being sung about at the time, really good stuff. Sorry, I got something very much in my eye. I apologize if I haven't cut this out. Let's go back to the beginning, watch this again, and see what I can pull out. What is it with awesome intros to songs right now? I love this. This sort of almost like no attack. Again, I talked about this in Jen's video. She had the same thing, where it's just this, it's not da, there's no hit at the beginning of the note. It just comes in like it's drifting towards you, and it's been going the whole time, and you don't hear the beginning, you just hear the middle, and then suddenly this ding 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 ding, the sudden sort of percussive strikes that lead us immediately into the lyric. It's a very quick start to the lyric, but that is a very striking opening for something that lasts barely 2 seconds. Really good. Also, on that note, the fact that I really like the work that Musical Wind has done as well, because the fact that we already, again, we're not even 2 seconds in, the timer on YouTube's showing 1 second still, and you could already see the scene that has developed here. We can tell this is going to be a street with trees and a person on it. And that development of creating this neighborhood, you know, potentially it could go either way, I guess, but the fact that the coloration as well, this kind of rainbow coloring that's used throughout the video, and it's used in different ways, because here we have the full spectrum, you know, the pinks, the greens, the yellows, the blues, all that kind of stuff, the white. Later on you might just see a single color fading into one other color. I'll be talking about that when we get to it. But the fact that we've created this seemingly quite warm neighborhood environment just like that, everything has just come into being. The music, the visuals, and now we get the lyric hitting straight away. Really, really good start.
In a small town growing up, always thought I knew what I would do when I was on my own.
Really nice. I like the melody here. Da 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 da. We're hitting this tonic second third, so we're striking the major chord the whole time, but constantly leaving it on the third at the end of each of these lines.
I would do when I was on my own.
And it's only when you get to my own we move downwards in any way. So we're constantly going up. We've got this sense that this melody is very questioning. And on when I was on my own, there's a little bit of security there as we start to come back down again. I really, really like that melody for these lines.
What I would do when I was on my own.
I also love the fact, and I'm not going to, there's, you know, I'll highlight key elements. I'm not going to talk about every aspect of the visuals because that's only a part of this video, but I love that it's just subtly kind of rippling. The sort of 3 or 4 keyframes that it's just cycling through, and I guess cycling every sort of 4 or 5, no, maybe not even that much, every 3 or 4 frames, it's just shifting very slightly. It gives a bit of life to a static image, and I think that's really, really effective.
What I would do when I was on my own.
I also love that we have this film grain, like the kind of crackling. I don't know if I can stop it while there's some on there. Oh, it's hard. Yeah, so up here we have like these little crackles, and it's the effect of like film grain flickering all over. That's a really interesting effect because this is clearly a very contemporary visual style that's being used here, and yet we've given it this kind of retro feel as well. I like that blend.
My own. Dreams big, worry small, thinking I could have it all.
There, you see, thinking I could have it all. We've kind of gone up that little higher to the fourth and then come back down to the tonic, and we're settling, thinking I could have it all. I could have it. There's a confidence in that melody at that point. I like that a lot.
Worry small, thinking I could have it all. Don't worry, Mama, I'll still pick up the phone.
And that belief before you leave home that remembering to talk to your parents now and then is going to be the hardest thing you have to deal with. Oh, this rings true on so many levels. I'm verging on 40 at this point in time, and I remember some of these emotions like they were yesterday.
Got a passion, got a fire, gonna do what I can do.
I like that passion, got a fire, da 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 da. Da, 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 da. We've got this lovely kind of mobile melody here. We're moving a little bit further afield with this. You have that percussive hit that comes in at that point in time, adds a little bit, got a passion. It's giving it a bit of fire. Exactly that word. It's giving it some fire. It's giving it, it feels like it's buoying up for a really positive move forward.
Got a passion, got a fire, gonna do what I can do. I'm gonna rattle the stars and the world will know me too. With all my dreams, I got something to believe in. I'm looking past all the possible mistakes. I'm just a kid, but I'm brighter than I seem, and now
I like the fact that the way this has been mixed, we can clearly hear, like, we're hearing breath. We got the like it's given a kind of human connection. Sometimes people mix that out. I like the fact that for this it is, because this is very, very personal. Everything about this song says personal, and so I think being able to hear that human connection to the voice is really, really nice. A small thing, but very, very impactful.
With all my dreams, I got something to believe in. I'm looking past all the possible mistakes.
I really like some of the emphasis that's being put on here. The percussive nature of some of the vocals as well. The word that hit me there is mistakes. Mistakes. The long vowel there, but then very sharply off on the second half.
I'm looking past all the possible mistakes. I'm just a kid, but I'm brighter than I seem. And now I'm looking to the future, and the world feels like a dreamscape.
I really like that progression there. That's lovely. I also like, I feel like the instrumentation here is really nice. This kind of higher guitar, hi-hat cymbal, just a little bit of bass to give it a bit of weight down the bottom, but it's giving it this airy quality that's supporting this concept of a dreamscape really, really nicely. There's almost a slightly Hispanic feel to the guitar. I like it.
I'm just a kid, but I'm brighter than I seem. And now I'm looking to the future, and the world feels like a dreamscape.
I think that the melody and the harmony working together there, I like looking to the future and all one note. I think. Is it all that much? Look into the future and the world. World feels like a dream. Scape. Yeah, the scape of scape. Dreamscape. That scale is back down to that note again. So we go above it and just gently touch it again and drift away. There's a very kind of light feeling to it. Really, really nice. Dreamscape. It kind of has this slightly minor quality to it, but also this almost slightly bluesy quality to it as well. That's really, really nice. Really kind of, again, suits this where we are in the song.
World feels like a dreamscape. A little older day by day. The devil's on my shoulders, say maybe I can't make it on my own.
This addition, I love the fact that we have this pulsing bass drum again. The violin over the top, kind of like sort of almost crying in the background there. Very, very effective. It's making everything feel a little bit more poignant. I really like that. And it kind of feeds into this idea of self-doubt, especially the way it's been mixed. I'm hearing that kind of here. Like back in the back behind me on the left, and it's kind of exactly how the devil on the shoulder is being depicted in the image. I really, really like that. That placement is superb. The panning, the spatial audio, the way that that's being used to place that violin is really good.
Can't make it on my own. A search for passion, a search for love. It's all too much, yet not enough.
And that violin's moving around 3 or 4 notes only, and it's kind of giving it this... It has almost like that slight sense of... what's a good analogy? It's almost like a baby's cry, almost, in the sense that it's sitting somewhere that's just... It's not... I don't mean this in a bad way, but it's grating away in the background there slightly. And it's needling at you like a doubt. And I think that's just superb. Just superb.
My own. A search for passion, a search for love. It's all too much, yet not enough.
Slowly through this, we can feel the percussion getting a little heavier, a little bit more being added to it. We're pushing forward, but it's not too much. It's quite subtle. So we've got this build coming through here that's really, really nice.
Where's the end of all of this unknown? Find a person that you trusted, but they showed their colors true.
This choice here, find a person that you trusted, person that you trusted. It's a little bit airier, it's a little bit less vocalized than some of the other stuff, and it's got that sense of bitterness that you're as you're singing this. It's not like you're finding them, and as you sing that they show their colors, you realize it's going wrong. Like this, the protagonist of the song knows that this has gone wrong, and I love that slight bitterness in the voice. That's lovely.
Find a person that you trusted, but they showed their colors true.
And there's a security, oddly enough, in the colors true. That's sung quite pure, and it's interesting that sometimes it's like going to the doctor and being told you're okay, but you now know you're okay, and so you feel better about it. This isn't that. This is the opposite of that. This is you've been told or you found out that things are bad. But the security in understanding, that security in knowing this is what's the case. Okay, sure, I've been diagnosed with XYZ, but now I know what it is. I feel a bit more secure. It's that kind of logic, but being applied to that concept of the relationship that you have now. You now know who this person is. And so you can deal with that. Really like that.
That you trusted, but they showed their colors true.
And this gentle distortion now in the guitar. That's so nice.
Find a person that you trusted, but they showed their colors true. You think that
Da 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 da. It's slowly pushing through in the bottom of the arrangement. That's actually really, really nice because, again, it could imply strength. It could imply the kind of buzzing of frustration. Like, there's a few different things you could go there, and because we're kind of creeping in from the back with that sound, you don't know where it's going yet.
their colors true. You think that you can fight it, but their memories follow you. Why are my dreams dictated?
And I like that. That's really cool. This is a great transition. I love the use here, the little embellishment on "Follow You."
You think that you can fight it, but their memories follow you.
That's really, really nice. Just settle down there, da da. There's our tonic, bum. We're down on the. That's the da 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 da. Yeah, what's our minor sixth? So we've kind of got this interesting thing where it could be a minor note of the fourth, or it could be a little bit more of a secure note on the minor sixth, which would make. There's a whole chord thing going on there that it leaves it open to interpretation, just a fraction, and I like that a lot. Also, this option to have no percussion, boom, boom, on as we end the phrase, the line. It's really nice because it's kind of like it's an exclamation mark at the end of the line, and I love that choice. I think that's really, really smart. I also love what we have going on here with, my guess would be that these pictures that are on the walls are the pictures of the protagonist and this individual who has harmed them. And I like that we've got that as, we sort of see this progression going on here. I think it's interesting. It's a smart use of that kind of the ability to show multiple images within one. I think there's a lot going on in all of these scenes, and I don't want to dwell on them for too long, but this one struck me. I like the fact that we have that sort of development in the background.
I think that you can fight it, but their memories follow you. Why are my dreams dictated by my demons? How can the past keep me pleasantly awake?
I really love these two lines. Why are my dreams dictated by my demons? That's such an interesting question. Why am I allowing my past to control how I now think moving forwards? How can the past keep me presently awake? These lines are great, and they hit home. I still carry my past with me in ways I shouldn't, but I carried a lot more of it with me for a lot longer than I should have done. This is really, really good writing. And this time I love this hanging on. Oh, that note there, just hanging open unfinished, kind of slightly the way it intrudes a little bit on the word dreamscape, like this thought that you're trying to shut down at 3 a.m. Really lovely. And I love this image here. This is one of my favorite images of the whole video. Just this sort of cacophony of visual noise in the background. That's so good. Nice. Oh, lovely pure note up there. I'm still sort of, my voice isn't quite there to try pushing for something like that. I'm not quite sure where we are. I can't gauge that in my range very well right now. But lovely clean note up there. And why? What a great note to go up there and have this kind of wail up the top. Oh, that's so good. Flee! With a little yodel up there as well. That's really, really nice. And then that openness of that up the top there. And I love the doubling. That doubling there as well. That's really nice. Just kind of sails in at the bottom to support while the instrumentation drops out. Really, really nice choice. Oh, what a line. It doesn't hurt less, but it hurts less often. That's great.
It doesn't hurt less, but it hurts less often. Finding new dreams worth getting lost in. Not yet a garden, but
This was one of the images that really stood out to me. I love the greenness of the hand. Like that speaks to the greenness of the garden, and yet by the time the seeds are reaching the soil, they're white. They haven't got the healthy color of the video is implying is there in nature. There's some really, really lovely choices here in coloration. The simple fact of the yellow here, I sort of forgot to come back to this, but this is what I talked about earlier. We have those lovely scenes that are fully rainbow, and then we have these scenes that are monochromatic. And I actually really like the yellow with the purple, like the color choicing that's gone on through this video is really, really nice. These kind of cold colors. This sort of green hints at a little bit, or the teal kind of color, I think, sort of hints at what's moving forwards. And then we come into this yellow that's a slightly warmer color in theory, but we're not quite warm yet. And then you have this image where it's like this blend of, healthy, flourishing, and still not quite there, needing some time to germinate and to grow forth and be the garden in the future that is promised by this action. So good, so good.
Dreams worth getting lost in, not yet a garden, but the seeds are sown.
And the choice to pull back to the purity of just the guitar in that moment.
But the seeds are sown. Mourn the you he took away. Celebrate who's here today to make a. And
I really love that percussion. Just these there's these different weights being struck on the drums that we're hearing here that kind of gives it a little bit of an ebb and flow, but it's more comforted. It's not this kind of pressure that we were getting earlier. This is a little bit more settled. There's a sense of kind of sitting into it a little bit more. So we feel the progression. Notice that now we have a more orangey yellow. It's a warmer color than we had previously.
Celebrate who's here today.
There's also the yellow and purple is kind of an imperial kind of look. Gold and purple imperial colors. The fact that that's being used now, it gives it a little extra warmth, I think. I like that.
Make a world a little less alone.
And I love that choice to have that in white too. Just the starkness of that sentence. Make a world a little less alone. Oh, so good, so good.
Never the same, but that doesn't make it wrong.
So freaking true. And I love that we're getting that rainbow back as that line is sung. Now we have much more color, much more warmth. Even the blues. There's nothing in here that's really cold. It doesn't feel isolating in any way.
Never the same, but that doesn't make it.
And that wailing, I thought at first that was an EBow. And an EBow is like a little electronic device that you use to effectively bow an electric guitar, and it gives you this wail. But then it sounds...
One day at a time.
It might be an EBow, actually. I then got confused because we had the... I guess that's the upper end of a cello, maybe there. And I thought, oh, I was wrong. That was a string instrument. But now that I'm hearing it back, that might be an EBow. And if it is, that's such a lovely choice to have at that point. It's kind of, there's nothing, it's not a cold sound, but it allows for this kind of cry, this wail effect on the guitar that you wouldn't be able to get without it. It's that natural kind of electronic shift down rather than being a movement of a fret. Mortius, let me know if that was the case, if that was an EBow, because great use of it if it was, and if not, what was it? If I'm wrong about that, I'm curious to know.
One day at a time, all we do is plug along.
And we're kind of, it's shifting, it's fascinating. It's shifting in and out of this electronic sound. 1 minute it sounds like a stringed instrument, the next minute it sounds like this electronic side of things has taken over. The mixing there is fascinating. It's kind of giving us this vacillation between analog and digital in a way that's really interesting to me, and I love the effect. I think it's a really, really good one to have with this kind of trying to shore up the indecision that was there before. Really nice.
Time, all we do is plug along. Till the day that we sit down and turn it to a song.
Turn it to a song. That's a much more positive sounding resolution than we've had at the end of some of these lines. And I love that we're getting that at this point until we're going, yeah, you know what? I'm writing this song about all of this, and that's what's going to help me to... And that is, for a lot of people, that's it. Writing, some people find journaling is good. Some people find just writing prose or sending somebody a letter and saying, this is what happened to me. And some people turn stuff into music, and that's where some really great music comes from. Lyrics as well.
That we sit down and turn into a song.
And again, that bop, that strong percussive hit that punctuates the end of that line.
And now I'm gonna scream until the whole world sings along. 'Cause now my dreams are muddled by that demon. Despite the
Yes, some lovely stuff there. Firstly, whole world sings, there's our tonic, and then we're going to go along. Okay, we're going somewhere. We're moving up. We're sitting on that second, which is a really nice ending to that verse. 'Cause now my dreams, there's the third that we were leading up to. Along dreams. That's where we were going with that, and you feel that lovely resolution there. And this is one of Mortius's favourite things in all of music, is when instrumentation drops away, we just have the vocals for a moment, and then bang, comes back in again, full force. But you get this lovely vocal harmony in that gap. It does not surprise me in the slightest to hear that in this piece of music. That I would have been surprised. I didn't think about it until it happened. Had I thought about it in advance, I would have been very surprised had it not been in something. Makes a huge amount of sense. And I love that it makes complete sense to me because it really punctuates this phrase. It makes complete sense to me that this is the line he chose to do that on as well. Yeah, I see you, dude. I see what you did here. I see you. That's a glad to be. Lovely, high, clear high notes up there. Great singing at that point. That's Dreamscape is where we've been before, and this time we get a bit more of a sit on that final note. And it resolves so differently because we're not leaving it open now. It's a much more secure resolution. Even while it's slightly outside the chord, the melody line, that the chord that we have resolved onto is much more secure than what we had previously. I really like that. And that, the line underneath. Dreamscape. That's a scape. That slight move on there where scape in the primary melody, prime Mortius to use my terminology, prime Mortius lands on that dreamscape and stays on that note. You have the scape. That upward resolution in the harmony in the background there is absolutely just bang on. Interesting ending too. You'd expect kind of like a big chord at that point in time. Final note, maybe a hit on like a semi-open hi-hat that rings out, or a crash or something like that. So a cymbal drifts in, a guitar chord that fades out, but we get just this single piercing note. Yes, there's the crash there, but it's not as open as I would have thought it could have been, potentially. I love that. It's a much more kind of abrupt ending in some ways, and I think that's really smart. Oh, hello. You want to say hi to your fans? You're a grumpus, you are. Yeah. Great. Well, Mortius, this is a fantastic song. Very, very beautiful. Like, those lyrics are hitting me. I'm feeling, I don't know what your experience was, but I can relate to these in what is, I am certain, a very, very different way, but I love the fact that the song is giving me access both to understanding that you've experienced something, but also to be able to take some things from my past and look, and it's kind of holding up a mirror in a way, and I really, really like that. This is great. Excellent song. Very well done. Yeah, I am singularly impressed. Like I said at the beginning, I'm lucky enough to be working in a community of very talented people who do some very cool stuff in their own right, quite apart from doing this, the reactions that we all do. And I really like that song. That is an excellent piece of music. Well done, Mortius, and JP and Teagan. That is an excellent song. And well done to Something Wind. Mystic Wind? I'll hold that thought. I don't want to get that wrong. Musical Wind. Duh. For that video as well. I think that's a really cohesive whole. And I'm always a bit wary of lyric videos. I find sometimes I may as well just listen to the song without looking at the lyrics, but that really added to my experience of this song. I thought that was an excellent choice. Well done for finding the individual you found there, Musical Wind, and working with him, because I think you've created a really good whole there in a lyric video that does a lot more than a lot of lyric videos do. But I really like the tone of that. I really like the message that it conveys. I think the emotion that's in those lyrics is phenomenal, and there's some solid work conveying that through the voice as well. That's really good. I really enjoyed that, and I hope that you did as well. I hope that you got something out of this. If I've introduced you to Mortius or to this song, go check out the link below, and you'll not only see some great music from him, but you'll also see reactions like this. I mean, obviously not quite the same as mine. He has his own style, but he does some fantastic reactions as well. And maybe you've seen this a bunch of times, and I just made you see something and go, oh, that's really cool, or oh, that's why I like that bit so much. If I've managed to convey that to even one person in my audience, I'm a very happy man. That's kind of what I'm trying to do here. So thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate all of the time that you spend with me. It means a lot. So does Timmy. Timmy says thank you. Wow, you look grumpy. He says hi. he's Mr. Grumpus tonight. But yes, thank you very much for watching. Please do hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell. And if you would care to support the channel, you could leave a one-off donation of any amount at buymeacoffee.com/DavidKReacts, or you can contribute to my wishlist item, which is trying to get my Adobe subscription back, because I have a temporary one right now, and I don't know how long that's going to last. Or you can head over to patreon.com/DavidKReacts and sign up for $2 or $4 Canadian, or your regional equivalent, and that just helps support the channel in an ongoing basis at this point. I'll do more with it later in the year, I hope. But also does get you access to my Discord channel. Or if you care to, you could leave a super thanks here on YouTube. And any of those very, very gratefully appreciated if you would care to do them, but no pressure, of course. Thank you again. I really appreciate you being here. It means a lot to me that people watch all of these videos, and I'm really glad this month to be able to share the work of some of my fellow reactors as well, because this is a cool place to be, and I like being able to sort of shout about them because they do some awesome stuff. So yes, thank you so much. Take care of yourselves. Have an absolutely wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, nighttime, evening, second breakfast, 11's is tea time. I don't know. What time, Timmy? Say meow. He says dinner time, which is approximately every half hour. So let's try that. Anyone on the half hour? I'm a slave to my cat. Yes, I am. Because he's so cute. Yes, he is. Hello. Take care of yourselves. I've lost the plot. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.